It's time for a food review from the brand new Stella Nova Resort at Universal Orlando. The hotel is now open, so of course we had to stop by the Cosmos Cafe and Market to try some things. The market is open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and offers your grab and go items, snacks like ice cream, cookies, chips, and Starbucks coffee and refreshers. The cafe serves hot items and is open from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Being opening week, we know they're still figuring things out and we'll have to go back again once they've kind of worked out all the details. The menu is really big, but there probably will be some changes over the next few weeks. Honestly, I gotta say some positive things first. The food all came out fast and hot, but it wasn't great. And in case you don't have time to listen to me ramble, the short version is the food is bland. I'm probably going to say bland a lot in this video. I'll try to look up other words for that. It's like safe hospital food that's good enough to eat because you're stuck there. Kind of like if you were stuck in space. But it isn't going to convince you to stay there any longer than necessary. The headline should be food you won't like but can't complain about. Because honestly, there's nothing bad, but there's also nothing good. It wasn't memorable at all. But they have breakfast available until 11 a.m., so let's start there. I was really hyped for breakfast until I saw it. The smashed avocado toast for $10 wasn't a bad price, but it does need some improvement. There just wasn't enough avocado, and the pickled veggies had kind of a strange taste. I like pickled veggies, and I didn't like these. The toast just wasn't toasted enough either. The kids' meal portions were great, though. Definitely recommend these. The huevos rancheros for $14 was a huge portion, but it was bland. As I said, I'm going to say that a lot. It was bland. Universal also hyped up a $10 monkey bread that turned out to be disappointing. It was kind of like dry McDonald's Cinnamelt. There's a microwave in the cafe and we warmed it up, but it still didn't help. It's just kind of pieces of cinnamon roll lumped together and it's not great. But it's not bad, but $10 is crazy. Universal also previewed these banana walnut buttermilk pancakes. And this was one of those moments where we had expectations versus reality. It kind of looks like cat food in comparison to their photo they previewed online. But I think it could be saved. You know, if they added some sort of sauce, they give you a packet of syrup, but it really needs something else. Because the pancakes are great. Like, you can tell that they make them and they're not like frozen prepackaged ones, but they're just dry. And the bananas weren't bad either, but it just kind of lacked any actual flavor. So if they added like some sort of like cinnamon or bourbon caramel sauce or something like that, I think it would really improve it. These were $14 and they were good enough. Breakfast was okay, but it wasn't anything I'd skip rope drop for. Now let's move on to lunch, starting with some items from the grill. The Stella burger is $15.50 and is a double smashed beef patty, cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickles with cosmic sauce on a brioche bun. It kind of tastes like Burger King with that like smoky, grilled, charred, burned kind of flavor. I personally don't really like that, so this just wasn't for me, but the other people in our group thought it was good. It's very pickle forward, which seems to be a trend around here. The Pickle Fried Chicken Sandwich for $15 is a crispy chicken thigh with crunchy coleslaw, pickles, and cosmic sauce on a brioche bun. It's also very pickly, but we just thought the chicken was a little overcooked. You can kind of see it if you look. It was okay, but not something we remembered. The grilled cheese for $14 is applewood smoked bacon, cheddar cheese, pepper jack cheese, and tomato on sourdough bread. I think they need to turn the temperature down on everything. The bread is a little bit burned, and honestly, you'd think that I made it. Honestly, this looks just like sandwiches I make at home. Kind of bad. The entire thing tasted toasted and burny, but the cheese and bacon were okay, so you might enjoy it if it's not as burned. Of the 7 grilled cheeses I've tried at Universal, this was the worst. But it still wasn't bad. The pulled pork sandwich is $16 and is slow cooked barbecue pulled pork, crunchy coleslaw, house made barbecue sauce, pickles, and onion rings on a brioche bun. Someone here really loves pickles, I'm telling you. This is a passable sandwich, but nothing to write home about. The classic turkey BLT is $14 and is roasted turkey, applewood smoked bacon, tomato, avocado, and Dijonnaise on multi-grain bread. It was okay. It had a lot of flavor, but it was a little small, and we all agreed that Breadbox's turkey sandwich is better. All of these come with your choice of French fries, sweet potato fries, or a small tossed salad. We preferred the French fries. We didn't really care for the sweet potato fries. We did like the way the veggies were sliced in the salad, though. We tried 3 of the pizzas, starting with the margarita for $15. This is tomatoes, mozzarella, and basil. It's better than frozen pizza, but this is the one time they probably could have cooked something a little more. The hot honey chicken for $15.50 is chicken, grilled corn, caramelized onions, hot chili oil drizzle, and garlic cream. And I don't know how something with so many ingredients can be so bland. It's got no heat to it, so I don't know why they call it hot. There's no stickiness to it, so I don't know why it says honey. It's got chicken and cream, so it's kind of just like a creamy chicken pizza, but there's no garlic flavor. It's, let's just call it mild. Maybe that's a good word to use now. But maybe there's just confusion about what a drizzle is, but maybe instead of a drizzle, you could just douse it in the chili oil. That might help. The Biondi was my favorite item at $15. It's ricotta cheese, roasted onions, wild mushrooms, and garlic cream. It's just mild. It's just creamy. It's supposed to be bland, so it's good. You can just kind of taste the mushrooms and the cream. I liked it, but again, it's supposed to be bland. Now for the Stella's specials. The fish and chips for $17 is crispy cod, chips, and house-made tartar sauce. The coating on these are different than the ones in the park, but they weren't quite as good. They really should have just brought over the ones they had from HHN. Definitely think the park ones are better. We also got the stromboli with ricotta and peppers and onions. The peppers and onions weren't too strong, and this mostly tasted like ricotta. It was okay, but maybe we should have added the optional sausage or peppers. It's not really worth the $14. I'd probably stick with a pizza. The best and most consistent item we tried were the wings and things. We had 3 or 4 orders during our stay, and every time they came out super saucy and delicious. These are totally worth the $13. It's got buffalo sauce on it, and it might actually even be Frank's Red Hot. Smells good, tastes good. Get these. We also ordered the kids' chicken tenders for $10, and we all agreed these were amazing. From the sides, we got a giant bowl of mac and cheese for $7. It's got more of a homemade vibe than most of the theme park mac and cheeses out there, but it's you guessed it, bland. So the toasted panko helps, but it just isn't very cheesy. It's kind of mild. The side of mac and cheese is $7, and I believe the kids' meal is $9. So get the side. Yeah. The side of Mexican street corn is also worth your money. It's $7, and it's a great portion, and it's pretty tasty. I will probably get this every time I go, but I don't know why they're serving it with a lemon and not a lime. The shrimp and grits for $18 was one of the best items we tried. It was a favorite for the group. The grits were nice. They weren't too watery or too thick. And there's several nice sized pieces of shrimp in this. We'd get this again. Here's where we want to point out some of the reasons why this is more of a show and tell versus a full review. We ordered the chicken parmesan twice, and the first one came with the sauce on the side, and the other one came with sauce on it. We actually preferred it without the sauce. We didn't really like the tomato sauce. It was just too chunky. The chicken was really good, though. It was much better without the sauce. It's $15 and is served on a baguette. Another change was the fries were crinkle cut the second day. We're not really sure which fries are going to be the standard, so stay tuned for more on that. Unfortunately, they were sold out of most of the desserts we wanted to try, but we ordered the warm walnut brownie with hand whipped cream, chocolate sauce, and powdered sugar. Somehow we just got a brownie on a plate. It wasn't warm, there was no whipped topping. So for $9, that's insane. But this was also insanely delicious, so if it had been prepared properly, I probably would have justified the $9. It's really good. I would probably tell you to order it. The Stella cookie from the market, though, that is a must. It tastes almost like a cosmic brownie, just in a cookie form. And they were very popular and kept selling out, so if you see it, maybe grab it. Definitely worth your money. It was under $4 with my annual pass discount. I can't remember the exact price. This is in the market, though. A fair review for Cosmos Cafe would be, it's good enough, but not really good enough. It's a new hotel, so again, this was more of a show and tell versus actually rating the food. I know they need time to work things out, so I'm going to tell you guys, if you're staying there and you're hungry, go ahead and eat there. Nothing's actually bad. But if you're going to the parks, do not eat here. Wait till you get to the parks to eat. And especially with Epic Universe coming, I would probably not spend much time here at Cosmos Cafe. I would be in the park eating. You can check out more content from Stella Nova right here on the channel and subscribe for more Epic Universe content coming this year. See you guys next time. Bye.